What's up, everyone? DeFi Sean here from the YouTube channel Crypto and Cause Investing, and also one of the co-founders of Infinaeon, the infinitely smarter blockchain, the blockchain that will change the way we DeFi forever. It is also an ever appreciating blockchain, meaning that the blockchain's value and every token on it will only ever go up in value. And exactly how that's going to be done, I will explain in this video. Currently, we are just getting the ball rolling on pre-sale, basically going on just on our YouTube channels and also within our Telegram and our private groups. But the best thing about everything involved with the Infinaeon blockchain is that testnet is already live, and the blockchain itself will be live before the native token even launches. So this is one of those tokens that you actually have an opportunity to watch the product go live before you even decide if it's something that you're interested in getting involved in. But before we go over everything going on the website, the pre-sale pages, and everywhere like that, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and check out the call channel link down below. First things first, let's check out the website over at Infinaeon.com. Everything you need will be linked in the description down below. We do have our pre-sale. We also have NFTs that you can go ahead and get involved in if you want ownership, I guess you can say, of the revenue share of the blockchain. We've been featured in some very mainstream news articles, some of them being even in the top 3. So we are definitely making our online presence definitely prominent as we move forward, promoting Infinaeon and getting the word of this blockchain out there. We also do have our KYC through Assured DeFi. Most people that launch blockchains and different things like that are not KYC. We definitely did that. Now, what is Infinaeon? So let's talk about that. Infinaeon is an innovative layer 2 blockchain built on Ethereum, utilizing Ethereum as its native gas currency, similar to Base and Arbitrum. So if you're familiar with how Base and Arbitrum work with switching your ETH to Base, it is very similar. We will have a bridge where you can easily do that. This cutting edge platform introduces a unique mechanism that sets it apart from other chains. A dynamic allocation of gas fees to a smart contract for multiple purposes. The most important being the underlying asset of the chain will always appreciate in value. And again, I will go in more detail on that in 1 second. Coming on over here, you can see some of the YouTube videos that we already have going on. It's mostly myself, our partner and co-founder Squid Grow Joe's channel, and now we are starting to move heavily onto the Infinaeon channel. Now this is our ecosystem. We're going to have the native token, the liquidity token, the gas token. We're also going to have a bridge, the Infinity Swap, which is our DEX, and also we have staking. But I did just want to show you the website real quick so you can get a good look at it and see exactly what it looks like and the features on it. But let's go ahead and dive in and tell you exactly how that ecosystem is going to work. So it's very important to note that this is a one-of-a-kind blockchain built from scratch. So the way it works might be slightly different than the way most blockchains work, but the overall concept is pretty good. So we're going to have 3 different tokens that power the ecosystem. First up, we're going to have the native token. Next up, we are going to have the liquidity token, also known as Infinaeon Plus. And then lastly, we are going to have Infinaeon gas token. So let's come back up and start with the native token. This is going to be the token that you're going to be getting in pre-sale and that you're going to see everywhere, be it CMC, CoinGecko, Trust Wallet, everywhere that you see the token represented or where you can buy the token, this is going to be the token that you're doing that with. Now, Infinaeon Plus, this is going to be the token that basically changes the way every blockchain should work. This is going to be the token that only ever goes up in value. So the basic premise is that this is a wrapped version of ETH that will start 1-to-1 with Ethereum. Now, with every single transaction that happens on the blockchain, a buy, a sell, a contract creation, someone bridging, whatever it may be, a certain amount or percentage of that takes the ETH from that gas fee and kicks it back to the Infinaeon Plus wrapped ETH contract, which just makes it keep going up in value. So while it will start 1-to-1 with ETH, it will continually, with every single transaction, add more and more ETH to the contract, therefore making every token that is paired with Infinaeon Plus go up in value. So when a project launches, you will come down here to Infinity Swap, which is our DEX, and you are going to be paired with Infinaeon Plus, just like you would with BNB or Solana or ETH. The only difference is that it won't be as big of a roller coaster ride because dips will not be as dramatic. It will just continue to go up as more and more ETH is added to every single transaction that happens and added to that contract. Now, with all that said, if you launch a token that's paired with Infinaeon Plus and it never has one buy or never has one sell, that token will continue to go up in value just from all the other transactions on the blockchain, because every single transaction brings value to every asset on the blockchain. And the gas token is probably the simplest. Just like you bridge ETH to Base ETH or ETH to Arbitrum to go ahead and interact on their blockchain, you will do the same thing with us with our easily accessible bridge. You will simply bridge your ETH to Infinaeon ETH. That's where you will use to transact on the blockchain. Now our bridge, coming on down, talking a little bit further, our bridge is a really cool bridge that you can go from BNB to Base to ETH to Arbitrum and just interact across multiple different chains without sending money out to centralized exchanges and different things like that. Our native DEX, which when this gets closer, we'll do full dedicated videos strictly talking about the DEX. And of course, we will also have auto compound staking, and we will go closer into detail with that again as the blockchain and as the token starts to approach launch. All right, now, like I said, TestNet is already live. This is our blockchain explorer right here. Looks really good. I really like the way they blended all the colors. We have our subtle green mixed in with the whites. You have Infinaeon. This is going to be where you search for the tokens. Coming on down to the chain data, we do have 94,890 blocks. We have 2-second average block time. We have our gas tracker. We have our wallet addresses. We have our total transactions, which you can see a lot of the activity going on right here. Now, if this is something you're interested in, we do have the pre-sale right here at presale.infinion.com, which everything will be linked in that description down below. We make it super simple. You can contribute with ETH, with BSC, with Arbitrum, with Base, with Matic, with a card. You simply go ahead and connect your wallet, or you send the ETH or whatever asset you're using to the contract address below where you see our send ETH here. Now, we have raised 46,383 so far. Like I said, that's basically almost like a private sale because we haven't extended outside of our YouTube channels or outside of our Telegram. Now, we do YouTube lives every single Friday, and then sometimes twice a week. We are trying to get going, I guess you could say probably even more, 3-4 times a week if possible, especially as the blockchain release date approaches, which we will name very shortly. But that's going to do it for today's video, and until next time, trade safe.